Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. For today I'm going to be reviewing the new Coastal palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics. So if you want to see a look, close-ups, all the things, then please stick around for today's video and make sure you are subscribed before leaving today. And let's go ahead and get into it. The way that I have been waiting for this reveal, it is such a beautiful packaging. The color story, I'm here for it. I love this beachy tone. It's color, soft color, neutrals. It honestly has everything that I personally need in a summertime palette. So as far as this palette, Coastal is actually going to be a pre-order and it's going to be launching on a Saturday, May 25th at 3 p.m. CST. And this is going to retail for $45. You can use my affiliate code. It is BRITTANYRAE. Thank you so much if you do support me and use my affiliate code. But guys, this color story, I feel like everyone is so excited for it because Simply Posh, they have got lots and lots of bold, colorful palettes in their collection. But this is so perfect for summer and it's a little bit toned down. And I cannot wait to get this beauty on my eyes. So let's go ahead and zoom you in and let's create a look together. I am so excited. Let me go ahead and pop up a picture of a look that I created I used this little row right here, and then I used like the Paradise. I kind of made it more greeny, and I am so in love with that green look. And then I'll pop up another picture of a look that I created where I went in with these two rows right here, or columns, whatever, and it was so peachy and beautiful, but peachy tones don't look the best on me, so I wanted to go ahead and dive into some of these more teal shades, and I mixed it in and I was so obsessed with the look. And then I added the orange shimmer and the blue shimmer, and it just made it pop like a gold shimmering on the water. I love the two looks that I created, but now I'm ready to create another look with y'all, and I was thinking more of like blue vibes. We shall see, because I created two more like wearable looks for me. I want to go into Shell first. This is like my go-to in the palette for just a transition shade. It's the perfect tone for me to kind of just get everything started. How are y'all doing? I'm thinking this video will go up on a Saturday. Lord willing, I have time to film and edit this video and get it up for you. Sorry I haven't been as active over here. It's just mom life is a full-time job and there's nothing I can do about it. Family comes first, so I will film any chance that I get. So I'm so happy to be sitting down and filming. I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. What are your plans? I don't have a lot of plans. It's kind of been very stormy and you know, we're just kind of chilling at the house. I want to go into Island next. I love this. I love how they always have like cool tones and warm tones in their palettes. I love the mix. I love the way it's laid out. But I want to go into Island and kind of see how this looks. If it's gray, green, blue. I want to see how it pulls with the shade Shell. But yesterday I went to Ulta, Sephora, Bath and Body Works, and today like I'm exhausted. Me and my daughter, we shopped till we dropped, and now today it's like recovery and it's like so stormy. So it's just one of those days where I just want to sit down and play with all the new makeup that I have, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I wanted to note that whenever this palette came in the mail, it kind of pulls, I don't know, is that green or blue? I would say green with that shade. It's so pretty. Whenever this palette came in, this shade actually was wrapped on its own, but it still came shattered, but I was able to repress it back in the pan and it still performs really nicely because I use that shade in the inner corner. I'm loving the shade Island. I want to do a look where I just go into that because I feel like it would make my eyes pop. Okay, this is like my toxic trait. I feel like all my looks turn into like a green look. We need to pull it in and go with some blues. We're going to go into, is it Deep Sea? Yes, I love the embossings in the pan, the shells. They're so pretty. Okay, I think I should not have used the shade Shell. This may be more of like a green look, but it's okay. It's fine. I know y'all like greens too. I'm not even someone who loves blues, but this palette really gets me in the feels. It makes me want to reach for the blue shades, and I will say like it's more, you can make it more wearable depending on what shades you go into. I want to go in with Saltwater. Let's go into the shimmer and let's see if we can get this turned around. Okay, this shade is actually kind of purpley with some blue sparkles. This one's more of like a topper. It's not a really opaque shimmer, so this one's kind of more of like topper-esque. Still really pretty. Let me go into Sunset, the shade I haven't used. This one's more soft. I hope to see more shades like this from them. This one's more softer than some of these over here. Very, oh, I love this duochrome. It's like pink and purple. I don't even know what this look. I'm just like throwing shades on all over my lid. I have no idea what we're gonna get at the end. But regardless, it's gonna be pretty. I'm going to go into Serene for my inner corner. That is for me just kind of like my go-to inner corner shade. This one is very soft. I tried to be very careful when I repressed it so I wouldn't make it too hard. But I can't really attest to like the OG formula for this shade because mine came a little crushed, but I was able to very easily repress it. I like how this one's like pink with silvers because I feel like a lot of shades in the palette have a gold reflex. So it's nice to have more of like a silver reflex with this one. Something about the shade Paradise, every look, I just want to go into it. I can't help it. I'm just going to layer this on top very softly to get a little bit more gold reflex to kind of help match like my transition shade. And then guys, I guess I'll do some liner and then we'll be done. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Very easy, but still very fun for summer and sparkly. So now let's go ahead and turn down the brightness. Simply Posh definitely knows how to add the sparkles and their shadows. So now let's go ahead and swatch these under low light so you can see just how beautiful and reflective and sparkly they really are. Man, when I saw this I gasped because it was so pretty. So I'm just gonna start in order. This is the orange shade, and this one, it's kind of, I would say it has gold sparkles, so it's just like a pretty orange goldy shade. It honestly just makes me think of like golden hour vibes. Stunning. Next, let's go into the shade Tropical, and this shade is really pretty. It's purple with gold sparkles in there. It's honestly one of my favorites in the palette. So if you look from the side, you see purple, but like dead on, you just see the gold peeking through with the purple base. Such a pretty shade. Now let's go into Saltwater. So this is a purple base with blue sparkles. This one, honestly, it's a little bit lackluster. It's more of like a topper. See like the pink to purple base with the blue teal sparkles. This one, honestly, it's not my favorite. It's a little bit firmly pressed, but it's still pretty. It's just more of like that topper formula, which that's necessary to have in a palette because I do like the variety of shimmers. Now Paradise, it's one of my favorites. It's the blue in the palette with the gold in here, and it just makes me think of the sun shining on the water, and it's just beaming and shining where you have to put sunglasses on because it's so bright. There are those. I'm gonna have to go on this hand. Now I'm doing Serene over here, which it's a pink shimmer with silver sparkles. And then a Sunset, which this one, it's like pink with purple blue sparkles. Really pretty. Such a beautiful shimmer. I love that blue, how it just pops. So these are the shimmers in the palette. I feel like the only one that's a little bit lackluster to me is the shade Saltwater. But other than that, where are you? Right here. Saltwater is just a little bit like meh, but the others, they're performing very well because I have kind of mixed them all here and there. But let me go ahead and zoom you out and give you my first impression thoughts on Coastal. Alright, so let me go ahead and wrap up my thoughts on Coastal. I love the packaging. I love water. I only have one tattoo and it's of a wave. Like, the beach is just my happy place. So I'm such a sucker for like a beach themed palette. I feel like I need them all. So love the packaging. I love the name. I love all the shade names. I think it's so beautiful. I love the color story. Also, their shades are magnetic, so you can pop them out, rearrange it however you want. If you own other Simply Posh palettes, you can like mix your palettes around if that's something that you like. You do get a mirror in here, which is pretty like necessary for me. I do like the way that they organize their palettes as well. Also, I would say like my one critique, I might have two. With this, you can't really deepen out like the outer corner, or you can't really like smoke it out too much because it's like kind of lighter shades and pretty mid-tone. So if you like a palette with a lot of depth, you might not find that with this palette, but you could just very easily pop into another palette. But I did want to mention that because that's not something that I realized when I first got it and saw it. It took me pretty much 3 times to create different looks to realize I couldn't add that depth that I like. So going forward, I'll probably just pop in to another palette to get some like more depth and variety. So I did want to note that. And then all the shimmers are so pretty. I feel like the only one that's more of like a topper, not my favorite, it's the shade Saltwater, but the rest are just, they're just so pretty, and I'm loving this new formula from Simply Posh. None of my shades have hard pan. I do have problems with their palettes in the past where they get hard pan like initially after me using them, but no hard pan. They're so beautiful. As far as the color story goes, I absolutely love how they always incorporate warm tones with some cool tones, and I'm so happy that they added some of these more neutrally shades. It's soft color, it's kind of toned down. You can definitely amp it up and get some bold looks, or you can just keep it every day. So this is so fun for summer, how you can just get very sexy wearable looks, or you could just pop into some of these blues or pinks, peaches. They're so pretty. And also I actually used Tranquil as a blush a few days ago. I love this palette so much. I love the color story. It's so fun and perfect for summer. I'm pretty sure that Coastal is my new favorite Simply Posh palette. So honestly guys, so far I'm loving this palette. Please let me know down below. Are you wanting to pick this up? Are you going to dupe it in your collection? Is it going on your wish list? But that's going to do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye guys.